Okay, next question comes from my good friend, Alexander. As I mentioned on the forum, I want to get into training older clients. The reason why is that I was in an accident a couple years ago and injured my back in several places. Boy, it's fascinating how injuries illuminate, don't they? In the book, I always say deprivation increases capacity, but it is interesting how injuries and sadness just clarify things. I recovered and learned a lot in the process. I want to pass on. Elderly, older people, I don't know which one I like, Alexander, I'll have to give you feedback later, seem to struggle with back problems, and I can relate. Now, I have encountered a weird problem related to this. I lack confidence to get started promoting and charging people for my services. Any suggestions? Well, that's a tough one because, I'm not very good at it either. I don't charge nearly enough, never have. So I'm probably the worst person to ask. But, defrauding the laborer is one of the 4 sins traditionally that goes straight to heaven. So, you've earned the right to make an equitable income from this. And so you need to get yourself out of that mindset that I'm not good enough and slide over into the idea that my time, talent, and treasures are worth some kind of reflection back in terms of treasure. So you're just going to have to overcome this. There are better people to talk to than this. I would recommend Thomas Plummer, who's been really helpful for me personally. But you got to just know your time and your talents deserve treasure, and you just have to accept that. If I can think of anything, I'll do my best to follow up on that. But for right now, you just have to. I know it's so bad. Hey, I put on weight. What should I do? Overcome it. Hey, it hurts when I walk like this. Overcome it. Hey, I need help with this. Overcome it. I know it's not a great answer, but you're going to have to think this through a little bit. And if you're in any kind of relationship, the person who's with you thinks you should get paid too. Okay.